In this session, we are going to learn about JavaScript array methods. In our previous session, we have understood what is array, and also we have seen how to create arrays, how to access array elements and everything. Now in this, we are going to see some of the array methods. So inside this, we have toString method, which will be converting array into string. Join method is similar to toString method, but in this we can add one separator. Pop is used to remove last elements inside the arrays. Push is used to add the elements inside the array at the end. Shift is used to remove the starting elements, and unshift is used to add the elements at the start. And delete is also used to delete the elements, but using this delete, whatever element is deleted, if we access that one, we will be getting undefined. So in this session, we are going to learn about all these methods. Next session, we will learn about splice method, slice method and concat methods. Now let's get started with these methods. I have opened my Visual Studio Code, and in this we are going to learn all these 7 methods. Previously, we have seen all these things. We have created array, we have accessed 2-dimensional arrays, and also we have displayed the last index, how to access the last index, what is the difference between object and arrays, everything we have seen. Now we are going to start with toString method. First, let me just create one array, const color, and inside this I will be adding red, green, orange, and finally I will add blue. I have added all these colors. Let me just display color. I will save this. I will just open console, and inside this I am having this data. All the colors are displayed. Now to access any value, I can use this particular index number and I can get the result. Now what we are going to do? We are just going to use this toString method. Before that, let me just show you the type of. I will save this. Type of array is always an object. Now we are going to use toString method. Let me just create one variable. Let data string is equal to, I will be writing my array name dot toString method. Now if I just print this data, I will come here log, and inside this I just want to display this data string. Data string. I will save this. Now you can see entire array. This is my array. Inside this we are having all this index number. But as soon as I have written this toString, this entire array is converted into string. Now if I just get the type of this data string, type of, I will save this. Let me just change the spelling. I will save this. Now you can see type of this particular data is string. First, our array we have displayed. Array data type is always an object. So when we converted into toString, whatever data we were having inside the array, that is converted into string. So toString method is used to convert the arrays into strings. This is our first method. Next we are going to see about join method. Now this join method will also convert the arrays into string, but inside this we can add one separator. Let me just comment it out. I will copy this. Let me copy all the things, and here I am just going to paste. And inside this I am having this color data I have displayed, and type of color is object. Now here I am just going to use join. I will save this. Now you can see again I have got the same result. I have the data is converted into string and the type of string is string. Now the difference between this is I can use one separator here. Now inside this join method I can add pipe. I will save this. Now all the data you can see in between all this data I will be getting one pipe. I can add here comma. I will save this. All the data will be separated by comma. Whichever separator I want, I can just separate that one. Now let me just comment it out. Now inside the strings, Now here inside this, if I just add here, let me add pipe. I will save this. Now you can see it is not going to separate that one. Whatever data I am having, as it is, I will be getting. It will not be separated using pipe. But using this join method, we will get the same result. Arrays will be converted to string, but we can use one separator to separate the data. According to our needs, we can just separate the data. This is all about join method. Next, we are going to see about pop method. Pop method. Now this what it will be doing? It will be removing, it will be popping out the last element from the array. Let me just copy this. I will be pasting it here. Directly let me just console, and here I will be writing pop method. I will save this. Now you can see first I am having red, green, orange and blue. When I open this one, blue is not displayed. Blue is displayed here. Now when I do console.log pop, whichever item is popped out, that will be displayed for this particular method. Now again if I just come here and if I just print this one, now you can see the length of the array is changed. So previously the length of array was 4. Now as soon as one element is popped out, the length of the array is 3. And whenever we use this console and when we display this method, we will be getting whichever element is popped out from the array, that element as the result. So basically it is just going to remove the last element from the array, and once we get the desired result, we will be getting the new length of the array. Now in the same way we have push. I will just come here and inside this I'm just going to write here push. Now push, what it will be doing? It will be adding element to the end of the array. Now inside this, here I am having blue. Let me just add here white color. Now you can see here previously the length of the array was 4. Now I have added this white color. So you can see white color is added at the end. Now when we use this pop and when we displayed inside the console, we were getting which element is popped out. But when we use this push, you can see push, when we use this one, we will be getting the length of the new array. Previously I was having 4. Now I have added one color. So the length of the array is 5. So whenever we do console.log with push method, we will be getting the new length of the array as a result. So this is our result. But for pop, we will be getting the value whichever it is popped out. For push, we will be getting the new length of the array. Now the new length is 5 and we will be getting all the data, and you can see white is added at the end. This is all about push. Now we have added the elements and removed the elements from the end. Now to add the elements in the starting and also to remove the elements from the starting, we have two more methods. We have shift and unshift method. I will just write here shift. Shift is removing the first element from the array. I will copy the same thing. I will be pasting it here. Now inside this, I am just going to write here shift. I will save this. Now you can see first I am having red, green, orange and blue. After doing shift, red is removed and here I am having green, orange and blue. And in the same way, how we got the result for pop, the last element was displayed. For this shift, the first element will be displayed, whichever it is removed. So this is the basic difference between pop and shift. Pop will be removing the last element, shift will be removing the first element. For pop, we will not be having any argument, and for shift also, we will not be passing any argument while calling the method. And also while displaying this pop method, we will get the element whichever it is popped out. For shift, we will get the element from the starting whichever it is removed. So this is shift. So now you would have understood why unshift method is used. It is used to add the element at the start. Unshift. Let me just remove this one. Now inside this, I'm just going to write unshift. Unshift method, and here I will be adding black. I will save this. Now you can see black color is added at the front. And also whenever we are using this console, I will be getting the length of the new array and black color will be added at the front and the index of black will be 0. So you should always remember, pop will be popping out the last element, shift will be removing the first element, push will be adding the new element at the end, and unshift will be adding the new element at the start. And for push and unshift, we will be passing this value, basically argument. For pop and shift, we are not going to pass any argument. Push and unshift will be returning the length of new array. Pop and shift will be returning the element whichever it is removed. So these are some of the basic and tiny things you have to understand. So all these 4 methods will be returning the new length of the array. And we have already seen the length of the array property. Okay, all these are methods and length is a property we have already seen. I will save this. Now the length of this array is 4. There is one more method in arrays, that is delete. Let me just show you what is the disadvantage of using that one. I will copy and here I am just going to paste, uncomment, and for this I will write a delete method. Now this is my array and inside this, first let me just print this array. I will save this. Now I have got the result. Let me remove this one. Now delete keyword will be used like this, delete, and here I will be using color, and inside this is 0th index, this is first index. Let me just delete the first index. I will save this. Now let me just print this array again. I will copy, I will paste. Now you can see here inside this array, if you notice, the length is still 4 and also in place of green, empty is displayed. Now when I just try to access that one, I will just write here 1. I will save this. I will be getting the result of undefined. So whenever we are using this delete method, it will be giving undefined holes. Basically, it will just leave this undefined holes, which will be very difficult. So instead of deleting like this, we can either use pop method or we can use shift method. So you don't have to use delete method and you don't have to get this kind of data. Because once I delete this, my array length should be decreased. I should be getting here 3. And also whenever I access index 1, this orange has to be moved here and I should be getting the result as orange. But as delete will be leaving this undefined holes, we will get the result as undefined. And in place of green, empty will be displayed. So this is the reason we avoid using this delete method. Instead, we use either pop or shift to remove elements from the array. So these are some of the methods in arrays. Next, we are going to see few more methods in arrays.